Hello, seventh grade Gold Kid. We are taking a week off of Mentum, and I mentioned this to you on Friday towards the end of class, but I just want to quickly review that you're going to practice those things that we've done in class over the last couple of weeks with characterization and with theme. So for you guys, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I really would like you to go to your independent reading book, okay? And the reason I want you to do that is because I want you to make some progress in there. And I want you to start looking at your characters and start to examine them and pick your main character and start to think about those things. Remember the STEAL acronym that we have for understanding characterization? So we want you to start digging into that. However, if you have finished your book or you don't have one, there are 3 stories here that you could pick from. They're Bear Boy. It's a short story that, if reading is a little challenging for you, that's a great story to pick. Thank You Man by Langston Hughes. That is just a right there text, middle of the road, 7th grade reading. So it's a great story to read about Roger and Mrs. Luella Bates Washington Jones. And the third one is Flying Lesson. So if you want a challenge of a story, this is about a grandmother and her grandson. It's a fantastic story. Characterization is awesome in this one, especially with the grandmother. So you're going to either pick your independent reading book or pick one of these short stories, and you are going to kind of create a character map. Remember, the idea is you're using that STEAL method to capture your thinking using text evidence or paraphrasing, okay? So I have my example right here. So this is my example of a kind of a character card. This is in my reader's notebook. And I did a retrieve reformation just so you can kind of see. So I labeled like the STEAL, the speech, thoughts, effects on others, actions, and looks. So take a page in your notebook. Draw out your character. So this is Jimmy Valentine, Russ Spencer. You want to make sure that you give the person the name of your character. I don't care if it's a stick character or if you're artistic, draw it out. Make sure you have the title of the story and the author. And the idea is as you're reading your independent reading book or a short story, look for those ideas that authors give us to help us to understand. So, for example, like when Jimmy Valentine said, "Me," said Jimmy, still blankly virtuous. "Why, Warden, I never was in Springfield in my life." So he's kind of referring to that, he didn't commit that crime, but he actually did. So I think he's being kind of like sneaky or devilish right there, okay? Or like his actions, like he risked losing his new life to save Annabelle's niece from the vault. So I'm just kind of paraphrasing that. And I think that he actually has morals. He knows the difference between right and wrong. Or that he finds success as a criminal and as a legitimate business owner. So even as a criminal, he was very successful. And as a business shoe owner, he was very successful. So that's a trait that I kind of associated with that text evidence or that paraphrasing that I have. So your page could resemble something like this, and the idea is to add to it as you are reading your story, okay? Now, some possible character traits. There's also a PDF right here, too, that you can go on, and they have a ton of character traits that when you look at your text evidence or paraphrasing, that might illustrate who this character is. Remember their actions or what they say or what they do, okay? So this is a chart that you could use to help you to create like charming, or that he's good-hearted, moral, or he's very fashionable the way he dressed, because he obviously dressed to the T, okay? So over the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that you are working at home, the idea is to get into your book and practice characterization. Pick your main character, and as you're reading, look for those things that you can document in your notebook. And just a couple reminders, again, make sure you provide that title and author on the page. You can use graphics and color. Be artistic, be creative. I love to see your ideas. I will take some of the strong work and put them on the bulletin board because it's kind of cool to see those. Just a reminder that sometimes characters don't have thoughts. So the rest of them you should be able to find, but the thoughts, like in retrieval information, we really don't get into the thoughts of that. And then, like I said, this is going to be collected for evidence to show me that you can practice characterization. And then if you have any questions or need help, please email me through Edmentum or through your JDragon mail, either one. And I'd be more than happy to help you, okay? So get out there and enjoy your book and look for that characterization. And I can't wait to see you on Thursday because We're going to do a little class experience of reading 7th grade by Gary Soto and doing a little discussion and doing another character trait thing with a character in the story. So look forward to you and have a good week and see you in a couple of days.